and the wealthy, successful money making traders. This is your trader's friend. Thank you for joining me for another video. Guys, I'm so glad you can be here with me today. Today, I'd like to talk to you about trend channels. And the reason for it is because this morning during the European session, I traded the Euro USD successfully, but I got stopped out twice in this USD JPY pair. And when I struck my chart, I realized, oh, I'm in a trend channel. So I'd like to talk to you a bit about trend channels. And you can see the channel. This is the USD JPY on the 5-minute time frame. And now what you note in the channel, you already have your trend lines that are heading in a bullish direction. Now, what you note is that you're making higher highs and higher lows. However, just looking at it, eyeballing it, it's hard to tell that unless you go ahead and you bring another line into the picture. So once you bring an area of resistance or a resistance line in, then you can see very clearly that you are making higher highs. And on the bottom, even though this looks like it's exactly the same, you will also note that you are making higher lows. So that low is lower than this low. So as you can see clearly, you are making higher lows. The thing about trend channels is after a while, you quit hitting resistance, you quit hitting support, and then you just kind of get into this little range, making it kind of hard to determine the direction of the trend. But from your trend lines, you already know that this is moving in a bullish fashion. So I will show you where it is I got in. And again, this looks like it is a lower high, but it is also a higher high. So I got in short here. I got stopped out with this candle, decided to go long, and as you can imagine, I got stopped out. Again, I went short after this candle, and I decided that I would wait for the close of this candle to see if I was going to be stopped out. I was not stopped out. I was able to close in profit, and I did 3 short trades in order to make back the money that I lost on the 2 trades, because as you can see, I got hit pretty hard in those 2 stop outs. But you'll note what happens later as it progresses, and I went on to sleep. You can see that huge move. So please keep in mind, if you have a market that's really choppy, a choppy market is a setup market for an explosion. It's kind of like weaving back and forth or sewing back and forth. They're getting ready for a big explosion. So don't be discouraged if you're stopped out in a choppy market. Choppy market is a setup market. I want to remind you that you can absolutely do this. You can be successful at Forex. Have a terrific, wonderful trading day.